Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to Intellect Software Academy. Today let's learn how to use GitHub for our projects. Okay, so to start with, just navigate to github.com. I already had an account, so let me log out. Okay, if you don't have an account, please try to create an account using sign up page. Yeah, because like I already had an account, so I'm just using my email ID and password to log into GitHub. Okay, so just log in. Okay, and then once you logged into the account, we need to connect this GitHub repository to the Eclipse. So for that we need an password, unique password that need to be generated from settings tab. So just click on this icon and go to the settings tab. Come down all the way down, and here you click the developer setting. Okay, go to the personal access token. You select the second one, token classic, and okay, here generate new token. Here again click generate new token. Give any name to the token. Token 1, just giving, and give the expiration date as no expiration, and select the enter checkbox below. We are just making sure, like for this particular token, I'm giving access to the Git repository, read, write, and all the access to this token. Okay, we are now just creating an access token to connect our GitHub to from Jenkins. From Eclipse. So generate token. So copy this token and store somewhere in your system. So this will be used further. Okay, I'm storing in a notepad. Okay, now let's go to the Eclipse, and here I'm going to create a new project, Java project. Okay. First project like it I given. Okay. So this is the Java project I created. Under source, I'm going to create one package, maybe com, and under this, I'm creating a class file. Okay. So here I'm writing a logic, creating a main method, and writing some dummy logic like so. Let's run this program. So I'm able to see the output. So now we have created a project, and we have written some logic, and the project is working. So we need to store this project to some cloud repositories. That is why like we are using GitHub.com. It's an online repository where we can push our code to the online repository, so it can be accessed there. Even though when we unknowingly delete this project from the local machine, right, this project will be available in the cloud repositories. Okay, so now let's now see how to push this code to the online repository. Okay, so before that, I'm going to create a repository in the github.com. So I'm going back here, and click on your repositories, click on new, and give any name. Probably you can give the same project name, first project, right? Same thing you can give. Okay, first project. Then it can be public and private. If it is public, mean anyone can able to access this project. So make sure like you give private, so that you can able to access this particular project. Okay, so make this as a private, and then create a repository. Now we have created a repository within our GitHub account. This is the repository path. Okay, so just copy this URL. Copy this. Like you will be seeing this URL. Right? Just copy this. Click on this icon. It will copy it. Go to the Eclipse, and in first project is a project name you have given, right? Just right click this. Here team share project. So you click on the use current repository like this, create a repository, finish. So what happens now? This particular part in our machine now just act like a local repository. So we need to push this changes to the cloud repository. This is the cloud repository we created. Okay. So now the next step is right click on this team. Okay. Right click and go to the window, show view, others. Here you will be seeing a Git. Okay. Search for Git. And here like you see Git staging, click on this and this window will be open. This is the unstaged changes, which means these are the files which doesn't committed in the cloud repository. Okay, so this is the file we created, right? So I'll just drag and drop here. Maybe you can at initial stage you can control copy everything. Okay, move all the files from unstaged changes to the staged changes, so that all the project changes related to this project will be pushed to the cloud repository. So I'm giving some message, commit message like my first commit. And commit and push. Before clicking this, go to the online repo here and copy this and then come here, click on this commit and push. It will automatically get copied. This entered URL, right? My first project URL, github.com, my project folder directory, this gets copied automatically. And here just give the username and password. Username is nothing but this is our username. TestIntellect is there, right? This is the username. So maybe you can check for your username from here. Okay, test-intellect. And password is something, but we have already created a password. There is a token. Just copy this token and paste it here. And if you click on the store in a secure storage, so next time when you try to commit the code to the repository, it won't ask for the password. So I'm just making sure like I'm just clicking this and review and master branch. Again, it will ask, give the password. So login, review, yeah, and then click on push. Now what happens? Our code gets pushed to the online repository. Click on close this, and here if you see the files and all right, there will be some database symbol like that will be shown, which means the project is stored in the cloud repository. You see here, this is a Java project which is already existing in my package explorer. If you see the difference for this particular project, we don't have this symbol. The only when you commit the project to the cloud repository, you can able to see this kind of symbol. Okay, now go to the cloud repository, just refresh the screen and you can able to see all the folder structures. For example, source com is something but our com is a package name. Hello world is a class that we created. This code get updated here. So our local machine code get pushed to the remote cloud repositories. Okay, now now the first stage is done. So now I'm going to do some code changes. So I'm doing some other code changes, like I'm just adding some statement. Welcome to Intellect Software. I made some changes so that like if you see here it, then greater than symbol, this symbol will be shown, which means whenever this symbol is there, this file is having some latest change. That change is not yet pushed to the cloud repository. That is the meaning of this symbol. So we made this change. This change is present in the local machine. This change doesn't go to the cloud repository. Now let's go here. Let's see. I'm just opening this file. See that whatever the changes we made locally, it doesn't come here. So what we need to do, we need to push the changes to the cloud repository. Now let's see how to push the latest changes from our project to the cloud repository. Okay, just click on the project, again go to window, click on show view, others, type git and git staging. Here it will show whichever the files that is getting changed, right? These files will be shown here. For example, like now we made a change in hello world program, so this particular file is shown in the under unstaged changes. So I'm going to commit this file. So I'm just going to drag and drop below staged changes, which means I'm going to commit this change to the cloud repository, and I'm giving some message. My second. push, commit and push, just click it, it will do everything. So since it won't ask password, because like first time like we have checked the checkbox where we store the password in, so it automatically take care. So now the code changes has been pushed to the cloud repository. Just close this window, go to the repository, just refresh the screen, and you can able to see the changes that we have made here. Okay. Yeah, this is the change we have made, so it is coming here. Let's try to add a new file, and let's try to commit the changes to the cloud repository. So I'm going to, under the same package, I'm going to get one more new file, maybe a file name called calculator. So if you see the symbol here, right, this file is not committed locally, or as well as it is not pushed to the cloud repository. That is why you are able to see this file. Let's do some writing, write some logic. Maybe I just write some logic like add method. I'm written some dummy method. So now if I want to open, if I want to commit these changes to the cloud, what I will do, I just click on the project, and here the shortcut will be here. If you see this symbol, right, git staging, just click on this window will appear. So whatever the files that is having changes, that will be shown in under unstaged changes. Since hello world doesn't have any change, it is not shown here. We created a new file calculator, that is why it is shown here. For example, let's make some changes here. Okay, I'm just going to have some enter some space. So now this file is having some changes. Okay, let's see whether this file is shown under unstaged changes or not. You click on this, you see hello world and calculator both are coming under unstaged changes, which means these two files are having some changes. So that changes need to be pushed to the cloud repository. So let me click on the both the files, drag and drop below, and I'm going to give some message. My third commit and push. That's it. If you go here, refresh the project here, maybe hello world. Now one extra space will be added here, like that is line number 10. And go one step back, we can able to see the calculator class. So this is how we use GitHub to store the project remotely, so that whenever, for example, if I'm deleting this project, maybe my system is crashed. Okay, I don't have any problem because I already committed my code to the repository, so that I have a backup. So whenever I want, I can able to clone the project to the my machine. Okay. Yeah, thank you.